I said, this probably isn't a good idea if I'm gonna live to 180. So I went
180.
That's my goal.
Okay.
And
some say that's not, scientifically possible for humans. But I guess we're gonna find out, huh?
I'm totally willing to die trying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we all will, right?
Are you nervous?
I trust you.
Yeah. This is just all about honoring your time.
Dave Asprey is considered by many to be the father of modern-day biohacking. While working under immense pressure in Silicon Valley, and at one point weighing over 300 pounds, Asprey knew he needed to make major lifestyle changes. So he literally began to hack his body, both through his diet and with the use of advanced sci-fi-like machines. I met Asprey at his home lab on Vancouver Island in Canada to take part in a day-long crash course on what he calls the Bulletproof Lifestyle. It's a way of living designed to improve your body's overall performance and your well-being. He put together a regimen of machine-powered rejuvenation based off my body's biometric information collected by special equipment, and I was curious to see whether I could handle it, how it would make me feel, and what was in store over the course of the day.
A lot of people after travel would say, I'm gonna go lift heavy, I'm gonna go work out to recover. It turns out your body doesn't need that. So we're gonna start you out with some cryotherapy.
Here we go. How does this compare to the standard ice bath that you might see an NFL player or another professional athlete jump into after a game?
An ice bath takes a lot longer. You're talking about 20 minutes, and that's activating your internal cold receptors, and we're looking to get the ones just on your skin. So they're both good. This is just a higher ROI for your time.
It's cold. My legs were sort of wobbling a bit, not like shaky, but there was movement there, probably just trying to stay warm. I mean, it was refreshing.
While you're nice and cold, I want to get you right into the red charger so you can really get the benefits most when you're cold.
What I'm feeling right now is like a little bit of a tingling sensation, basically over my entire body. Is that typical?
That's typical. And what's going on here is your cells have more electrons because of the effect of the light on your cells than they're used to having. So you're literally absorbing energy through your skin the way we like to think Superman does because we have a yellow sun. When you stack these technologies in the right order, you get more benefits than doing them one at a time. And the idea of bringing all this together into a place where we can actually have machine learning algorithms show you what to do in the right order is pretty epic. After going from freezing cold to warm, I was feeling tingles from head to toe. Body shocked, it was time to give my brain a workout. Time for the virtual float tank. It's that same sensation that you get when you're in a float tank. And when you combine that with the control of your brainwaves, the rate of the blinking of the lights and where they blink on each eye activates different parts of the brain. So what we're doing is helping you go into the relaxation deeper than you're normally going to get in meditation unless you're really good at meditation. The flashing lights seemed like it'd be stressful at first, but then I sort of settled into it. It wasn't jarring. It wasn't like a Clockwork Orange horror situation. It's meant to be gentle, not to put you into the beta fight or flight, but to bring you into the almost asleep, but not quite that twilight state. Right, yeah, definitely felt that. Yeah, it was neat. I think there's time for one more thing. Let's put you in the atmospheric cell trainer. What this is going to do is it's going to change the atmospheric pressure on your cells. You could go almost as high as Mount Everest, but we're just going to take you up to about 3,000 feet and back towards sea level. So your cells will do this. Every cell in your body, including bone marrow, brain, everything. It's like a form of cellular exercise that you can't get through normal exercise. All set? Just talk to me if you need anything. Ready for takeoff. All right. You're at about 2,500 feet right now. Yeah, I can definitely feel the pressure. Clinically, this thing is shown to trigger healing, to cause stem cells to grow more naturally in the body, and to raise nitric oxide to increase circulation in the body. So you're not going to feel those things right away, but what you normally feel when you come out is pretty darn good. Now, I'm not trying to pop my jaw here, but rather my ears, because just like on an airplane, I could really feel the pressure. The entire regimen Dave put me through had me feeling alert and even relaxed thanks to a bit of pure oxygen and the Bulletproof promise that, at a cellular level, my body was getting everything it needed. And that was all good, but perhaps what I was most excited about was trying a cup of Dave's claim to fame. Coffee laced with grass-fed butter and brain octane oil made by the cult hero himself. If you have a layer of oil on top, you did it wrong. And the reason is that tiny droplets of oil, when they're suspended in water, change the way your body accepts the water. And if you just try to eat the stick of butter and drink some oil and drink some coffee, you will not like how you feel. It is not the same thing.
So this helps your body break down the fat, the good fat in the butter, so you can process it quicker and more efficiently.
It helps with digestion. It also helps with skipping a step of energy creation, because when you have tiny droplets of this butter suspended in the coffee, it's similar to what happens in your cells, which are actually made of little tiny droplets of fat. So we're mimicking a biological process in the blender. So when you drink the coffee, you're like, wow, I feel different. Cheers.
Thanks. It's pretty good.
It tastes like coffee, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like butter or anything weird.
Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of butter like essence, but I like it.
For the last 20 years, I've been using technology to increase my performance, change how I feel, and to first lose my 100 pounds and recover faster, and then realize that there's a whole new level of performance that I hadn't tapped into. And it's not fair that only celebrities and special forces people and other rare humans get access to this. This is technology that should be and can be and now will be available for everyone.
So Santa Monica, 2017, you opened the first Bulletproof Labs. How did you decide what that space looked like? What mood were you trying to convey? And how did you decide which machines actually would be in that first opening?
So the lens I use to look at the technology is, how much benefit does the technology provide for what percentage of people in what amount of time? So if we had something that took 10 hours to do, it probably wouldn't make the bar, because no one wants to spend 10 hours improving themselves unless they're at a focused facility, you know, a personal development event or something. I don't want people doing this stuff on faith. I want people doing this stuff because, wow, I like how I feel today. Oh, and look at what my data is changing. Like, look what my data is doing as it changes over time. It's that perspective. I can feel it and I can see it, and it honored my time. That was what I used to pick the tech that's down there.
Yeah, and is everything tested here on Vancouver Island before it makes it down to Santa Monica?
I would say 95% of things are tested here, and every now and then I fly somewhere to test it. I test everything myself. And of course we have a medical director and we have biohacker techs in the labs, and it's not that I test it then we roll it out, but I test it, then we start beta testing it more. But yeah, I do all of this myself because I've probably tried more of this than almost anyone on earth at this point, and it's been built into what I do for so long that I have a pretty good eye for, you know, that's really expensive and it wastes people's time, but they do get some benefit. I just don't want to do that. I want to save people money, I want to save people time, and I want to give them massive results so that they think I have an hour and I could go do all these different things, and this is the most impactful hour I could spend, and that's the bar that we set, and it's really high, but it works.
I'm now wondering, is Bulletproof for everyone?
The Bulletproof Lifestyle is absolutely for everyone, because you use data, because you stop doing the things that make you weak, you do more of the things that make you strong, and you use other things to get a signal into your body so it'll do what you want. Yes, that's for everyone. Does that mean everyone needs to drink Bulletproof coffee right now? Absolutely not. Does it work for the great majority of people? It looks like it does. And if you try it and it doesn't work, or you don't feel good, then do something else. And if you're feeling crappy, if you don't have the energy you want, if your body hurts, if you can't focus, it's your fault. You don't know why, but it's something you're doing, or it's the environment you're putting your body in that's doing it to you. And knowing that, that's the essence of being bulletproof. The environment around you controls your biology more than your thoughts do, and your thoughts matter greatly. Just knowing that means you can make changes. And if you don't like where you are, you start taking steps. That's the essence of the Bulletproof Lifestyle. That is for everyone.
The Bulletproof biohacking lifestyle is more about experimentation, self-actualization, and even the pursuit of happiness. And for that reason, it has millions of followers around the world because some form of Asprey's script has worked for them. Is Bulletproof Coffee snake oil or the secret serum to longevity? The jury is still out, and science doesn't always back Asprey's lofty lifespan goals or wellness claims, but as with any new diet or wellness regimen, we just never know definitively whether it works. Personally, I felt pretty good and strong after my day at Bulletproof Alpha Labs. I do honestly enjoy the coffee, and I would totally be up for more cryotherapy, but as a guy who's never paid for a gym membership, I'm not really sold on this next-gen wellness routine. I'd rather kick around a ball on a beach or a field or go on a long run. That said, biohacking isn't just about physical gains. It's also about mental clarity, feeling energized, and even making peace with the world around us. That is something we can all benefit from.